Welcome to Miami. This is a big event city, and folks here are fired up for this one inside Hard Rock Stadium as the Miami Hurricanes try to represent the great tradition of their program. Both teams have circled this game on their schedule. Two of college football's elite colliding here in a matchup of top 5 teams early in the season. As we'll see the number 3 team in the country, LSU Tigers, taking on the winners of 3 straight, the Miami Hurricanes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined here in the booth by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, let's get to the action on the field. The Canes will kick this away to start us off. And he'll just take a knee. Drive will start at the 25-yard line. It's early, but this crowd is fired up. Listen to this noise here. This is going to be tough for the visitors today. Looking out throwing here to start the drive. That's caught. It's Thomas. They bring him down after a short gain there. Pass caught. Second down now. From the shotgun, drops back. And he'll loft this one deep to the left side. Catch made down inside the 25. They bring him down, but not before an explosive play through this offense through the air.
That is great arm strength and accuracy by this quarterback. And let's not forget the wide receiver's job of bringing it in for that big game.
Caught over the middle. It's Green. Brought down just short of the end zone. It'll be first and goal from the 1. And this big crowd doing everything possible to inspire this defense down here near the goal line. And it's incomplete on the overthrow. Just too much on that ball.
You know, I like the quarterback's patience here, and instead of trying to force the issue and squeeze the ball into coverage, he just decides to just basically throw it away and live for the next down.
Takes the snap and takes off on the run. And he'll make it in for the score. Touchdown, LSU.
This is why this offense is one of the more dangerous offenses in the country. The quarterback and his legs. It's one thing to try to stop him throwing the football, but you better keep eyes on him because you can see not only can he get out into the open, he has got serious speed to take it to the house.
Now they'll empty the backfield on this 2-point conversion. Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. And he makes the grab. They convert the 2-point try and now lead by 8.
No, Chris, I don't understand all the decisions offensive coordinators make, in this case the head coach, going for 2 on the opening drive. But analytics these days tell you in some cases that's the right play. And they're up 8-0 here to get the game started.
Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. And it comes out of the 25. No return attempted there. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Finds his man. It's Johnson. They get him down at the 41, but that's good enough for a first down. The Hurricanes come to the line in the hurry up.
I love how this quarterback is finding this slot receiver. Not only is he tough to handle, but it's what he's doing after the catch. He has such wiggle and quickness. He's tough to bring down, and you see more positive yards after the catch here.
Second down after that run on the previous play. They're going to run it. Breaks loose at the 45. Breaks into the clear. It's a sprint. Touchdown, Canes. Made the defense look slow that time. Here's the point after attempt. And there's the point after. Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so a touchback will start at the 25. And that Bayou Bengals offense is back out on the field. They punched it in the last possession. Can they do it again, or will this defense make some adjustments to and a sophomore making an impact play? And this crowd coming to life here trying to help the defense get a stop. The offense pinned back. Looking to pass here on second down. Hit as he releases it, and the pass ball is incomplete.
Well, it's pretty simple. The defensive line does a great job of getting after the quarterback and forcing him into that incompletion.
Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down.
Chris, he's very fortunate here not to give up a safety. This defense putting a lot of pressure, anticipating this is a great time to attack, and it pays off. They come up with a big sack.
And the punt team makes its way onto the field. Who's on to boot it away now. Just able to get it away. With the return, it's Carr. The coverage team able to bring the returner to the ground. And the Hurricanes offense retakes the field. They were able to punch it in the end zone last time, looking to do the same thing here to see if the defense can. And the junior able to get home with the sack.
The defender did not bite on the fake at all. They were in pass rush mode the entire time.
The sack sets up second down. Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. Tried to go very deep there. Good effort. But now it's third down.
Chris, we're all guilty of this. We all look at the big plays, the quarterbacks, the offense, how many points, how many yards. And sometimes we overlook the most important aspect of the game, the offensive line. You've got to do a good job consistently protecting the quarterback, and it all comes down to the offensive line. And here, they hurry the quarterback, and they blow up the play.
Pre-snap motion from the receiver. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. Breaks clear, end zone ahead. And he takes it all the way to the end zone. Touchdown for the U. And they get set now to try the PAT. The extra point makes the lead 6. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. Kick bounces out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Okay, so here comes the LSU offense back on the field. Now coming off a 3-and-out, looking to produce a positive drive here. First play of the drive, looking to throw the football. Looks downfield and finds a receiver who worked his way wide open. Tackle finally made, but it's a big gain. Moves the ball to the 48.
Well, it's a great completion here. Quarterback puts this ball on the money. And when you talk about LSU and to talk about the history, it's easy to bring up Joe Burrow in 2019. But, Chris, you've been following this as long as I have. You know that when LSU is really dangerous, they get consistent play from the quarterback. It doesn't have to be Burrow, but just a guy that can be efficient, be a good leader, and complement the running game. And right now you're starting to see that from this team. Good completion. Now, can you do it consistently? Because if you can, with the athletes they have around that position, they become a real threat.
They look to throw it here on second down. And he'll just lob this pass into the middle of the field. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
And now the try for the 2-point conversion. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver. And it's picked off in the end zone. Inside the 40. The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. He thought about returning it, but instead takes a knee. It'll be a touchback, and he'll start at the 25. And here comes the Miami offense back out onto the field. A little bit of my turn, your turn on the early going here. Both offenses scoring touchdowns their last possession. And they heave it deep downfield. Oh, it's picked off. What a play. Not much on the return, but the important thing, the takeaway, snuffs out the scoring threat. Big play.
What a play by the defensive back here. You have no idea how tough it can be and how slippery it is out there with this rain. The defense is reacting to the offense. The offense knows exactly where they're going when they're running their route. The defender has to try to be very careful to keep his footing underneath him. Sounds simple, but it's not. To come up with that interception while doing that, that is a big-time play.
And wow, listen to this crowd noise. This stadium is vibrating. That's why this is such a tough place for visitors to play. They'll bring him down just short of the 20.
It's not a huge gain here, but if you add up multiple runs like that throughout the course of a game, by the fourth quarter, you're going to start to see that affect the defense.
Offense needing to keep this drive alive. It's a third down play. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Looks toward the sideline, finds the running back. They bring him down, but not before he gains first down yardage.
Chris, sometimes the quarterback's just trying to find the open guy and get him the ball. It's exactly what he's able to do here. Found a way to pick up the first down.
And looking to throw now on first down. Here's a shot toward the right sideline. The catch is made for a huge pickup. It's a big gain all the way to enemy territory, tackled at the 45. This LSU offense is moving quickly down the field. The sophomore with a strong tackle there.
You know, in an era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. Looking for the wide out. Catch made down the left side, an explosive play.
Chris, is it possible to be DBU and wide receiver U at the same time? I think the LSU fans think it's possible. They always seem to have great defensive backs, and they always have pass catchers that just show up and show out week after week, year after year.
First down for the offense.
LSU getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. The back's got it. It's good for a 3-yard gain, so 2nd and 7. Offense coming to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before we reach the end of the quarter. That's a design quarterback keeper. Second effort, their defense cannot stop them short of the marker. Fresh set of downs, 1st and goal. The offense threatening, close to the goal line with a new set of downs. Direct snap to the back. He's swarmed by the defense. Offense facing 2nd and goal. They'll switch it up, looking to throw. Pass caught. Can he get in? Tackled after the completion, down at the 1-yard line.
Chris, just really impressed by this defense. They're backed up near their own goal line, really doing a good job of rallying to the football in these last couple plays. Now, let's see what happens here on this 3rd and goal.
And the crowd really making some noise now, trying to help out this defense to get this stop near the goal line. The defense all over it. They stop him right at the line.
A great stop here by this defense to bring us to 4th down and decision time for the head coach. You go the easy route with a field goal, or this close to the goal line, take a chance and try to get that touchdown.
From the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. It's incomplete under heavy pressure. A big 4th down stop.
This is the chance you take here as an offensive coordinator and a play caller. You go for it here. You draw it up perfectly. You think this is the right play, and then the execution is not there. So the defense catches a break, and they get the ball back to their own offense.
And the Miami offense is back on the field. Let's see how this quarterback responds. Remember, an interception on the very first play of the last possession. Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. Backed up at the 1, he's going to throw it. With the catch, it's Johnson. That'll pick up the 1st down. He's brought down to the 21.
You know, each receiver brings something a little bit different to the table, Chris. To me, the outside receivers usually are a little bit longer, taller guys. You get those slot receivers in the inside, not only can they make the catch, but they have quickness to make plays after the catch. Great example of that right here.
They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4. The Canes hustle to the line to crank up the tempo.
When the linebackers and really the quarterback and the defense on this play diagnosed that read quickly and executed it flawlessly. He just flew.
Deep ball is caught for a huge gain here. Oh, and he breaks free. It's a foot race. They're not going to get him. He's in. Touchdown, Hurricanes. Now they line up to kick the extra point. And knock through the extra point. The lead is 7, 21-14. Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away.
LSU 14.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. The offense will start at the 25. Here comes that LSU offense back onto the field. The last time they were stopped on 4th and goal. Rolled the dice, came up empty. Can they get it going again here? Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. That's a solid gain. Moves the ball to the 29.
Well, another short game for this offense on the ground, and you got to give a lot of credit to the defense. They have really negated that aspect of this offense the entire first half and really making them one-dimensional. And if that doesn't change, I don't know how they get back into this game.
So it's 3rd and long from the 29. Defense figures to bring pressure here. The offense will quickly spend a timeout here after the play. So it's 3rd and long from the 29. The defense play coverage or blitz. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. It's a quick grab. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
What a clutch play here by this offense to convert on 3rd down. I know it's still early in this game, but the fact that they've dug themselves a hole to convert there and keep this drive alive, they got a new set of downs and a chance to dig into this lead.
Extending the play now. Incomplete. They cannot connect on the deep ball.
Well, that's going to go down as an incompletion, obviously, but I like that the quarterback showed his ability to escape. Broke loose from the pocket, put the ball on a string. Just wasn't able to come up with that completion.
Looking to throw yet again. Fires it to the wideout. Beautiful catch right near the sideline. Gets the foot down. They bring him down, but wow, the freshman showing off the arm strength. And the replay booth has signaled they want to stop and have another look at this one. Looks like they got the ruling on the field right the first time. They confirm it with the review. This LSU offense is moving quickly down the field. And the quarterback tucks it and takes off as a design run. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup.
Well, anytime you use your quarterback as a runner, the goal is obviously to hit some big plays. You've got to be careful of letting your quarterback take too many big hits. Not only can he get tired, he can also start to fumble the football.
And it looks like the quarterback's going to run it. Fighting off the defender. And that run produces a decent gain.
Man, when your quarterback can run the football like this, it puts so much pressure on the defense. The defense coordinator spent all week preparing his unit to be able to stop this offense. But when this quarterback's able to pull it down and pick up yards like that, it's an extra headache.
He fires this throw and is intercepted. It's a short return. They bring him down to the 22, but this defense steps up and makes a big play.
Boy, Chris, he hesitated just enough to give the defense a chance to get in position and come up with a big turnover.
And the Hurricanes offense retakes the field. Remember, last time they scored a touchdown. Can they keep clicking here, or will the defense come up with a stop? Let's it go on the move, launching deep. That one is incomplete. Took a downfield shot on first down, but missed it.
It's pretty simple as a defensive coordinator. When the quarterback drops back to throw, if we get pressure on him, we got a chance to slow him down and win the football game. If we don't, it could be a long afternoon. Good job here by dialing up the pressure.
Takes the handoff and he'll head left. Run it up the middle, but stuffed for no gain.
That's an excellent effort here by this defense, staying in their run fit, holding their own at the line and making the tackle. The offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get anything going there.
Third down here. Time for perhaps one more play before the 2-minute warning. We've reached the 2-minute warning. We'll have to see if the offense can build on this lead before the break. Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this third down. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. The defense stops him short of the marker, so it's fourth down coming up. Timeout is called to talk strategy late in this close game with halftime approaching. Here we go. The coach rolling the dice. 4th and 1 in his own territory. From the gun, he looks for an open man. And it's incomplete. He was hit as he threw. Great defensive play on 4th down.
I really thought that this was going to work out, showing an aggressive approach here, going for it on 4th down. Looked to be there. They just weren't able to complete it.
And that Bayou Bengals offense is back out on the field. If they want to cut into this lead before halftime, they have to work quickly now. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. Oh, the pass is picked off. Brought down after a short return, but the interception gives the offense the football at the 40.
Chris, how about the big 300-pound defensive lineman getting his paw on that football and bringing it in for an interception?
Line getting set up. It's a first down play. Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. Try to run it up the middle, but get nothing.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
Getting set. Here's second down. Out the play fake, he'll look to throw it. Looking for a deep completion. He's got it near the end zone. And he will score. Touchdown, Miami. Extra point try coming now. With the extra point, the lead is 14. Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner opportunity to bring this back. So no return here. He takes it in the end zone, and they'll begin the drive at the 25. Okay, so here comes the LSU offense back on the field. Not a whole lot of time remaining before halftime to cut into this lead. On first down, it's play action. Running out of time in the pocket. The sophomore able to get home with the sack.
I can't believe the amount of pressure this defense is getting on this quarterback. Sack after sack. Well, you got to think about changing things up. The snap count, the scheme, anything at all to help this offensive line. They're overmatched so far in this game.
Defense is coming after him. And he's hit right as he throws it. Incomplete.
I mean, this defense is having their way with this offensive line. That poor quarterback doesn't have a chance. Every time he drops back to throw, he's getting earholed. You better make some adjustments up front to give your poor quarterback a chance.
Now in third and very long, looking to throw. And he lofts one deep over the middle. Downfield shot, falls incomplete. Couldn't quite connect there.
Boy, this is all about the defense here. Nice stop here on third down, but really it's about trying to get this offense behind the sticks. Once you get them behind the sticks, you can mix up your coverages, really affect the quarterback's eyes and disrupt the timing and the rhythm of what the offense is trying to do. Now we've got another big fourth down coming up.
And now before the kickoff, a timeout has been taken by the receiving team. And here comes the punter onto the field. And he'll kick it away now for the second time. He's got some daylight turning on the speed. Touchdown, Canes. Huge play by the special teams. Well, Kurt, we knew this guy was a dangerous returner. Took the football and just knifed through that coverage team.
You know, a lot of times we talk about vision. Usually we're talking about running backs trying to find a lane. But returners need to have that as well. And you saw how great vision allows this returner to kind of weave his way through the defenders for a touchdown.
Kicking team on now for the extra point. Extra point makes it 35-14. So the offense getting some momentum before halftime with a touchdown. Now they kick off in hopes the defense can get a quick stop. That one bounces through the end zone, so they'll start at the 25. And here comes that LSU offense back onto the field. Let's see what they do here in the final minute of the half. Try to get aggressive and cut into this lead, or play it safe. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Trying to create outside the pocket now. That deep shot is caught for a big gain. He'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage.
And that's good enough for a 1st down.
Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. Throws to the tight end. And he pulls in the catch. Forced out of bounds after a nice gain. The offense is knocking on the door with a 1st and goal.
With that completion right there, this quarterback now has gone over 300 yards in this game. What a day.
Now a chance to cut into this lead before halftime. It's 1st and goal. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. They trap him and sack him back at the 10. The offense calls a timeout here. That's their 3rd and final of the half.
Well, it's a great job by this defense coming up with a big sack there on 1st and goal. The offense still has their opportunities. Let's see if they can get back on track here on 2nd and goal.
Ball back at the 10-yard line now for 2nd and goal. Looking for 6. And it's caught. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. A much-needed score, trying to just hang in this game right now.
Man, I love that they're not giving up. They are continuing to fight and try to get themselves back into this game.
See if they can convert the point after.
Kicker is on for the extra point.
PAT cuts it to a 14-point game, 35-21.
That makes the score Miami 35, LSU 21.
So after the touchdown, here's the kickoff, and we'll see if the opposing offense has time to answer before halftime. So it'll be a touchback, ball spotted at the 25. Here comes the Miami offense back out on the field. They scored a touchdown on the last possession. Let's see if this defense has been able to come up with some adjustments and stop them this time. Off the play fake on 1st down. That's a bullet pass to the left side. Tried to press the ball deep, but it's incomplete.
That ball just seemed to sail on it. You got to make sure to give your receiver a chance to be able to come down with a catch and bounce, because in today's game, man, these receivers make catches like this all the time. And if you put the ball out of bounds, you're not going to give them that opportunity.
And on the carry, he's heading left. Tackle made at the 37. It's a solid gain. Offense stops the clock with their 2nd timeout to talk strategy. So the offense takes the field in the final seconds of the half. Chance for just a couple more plays. Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. There's contact on the throw. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw. Good pass rush there on 1st down. So a timeout is called to talk strategy. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays before halftime. Offense lines up for a 2nd down play off the incompletion.
29 Philly. Tuna.
Off play action, he's looking to throw. And they've got him, a sack on the final play of the first half. Good momentum with this defense heading to the break. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update.
Miami 35, LSU 21.
And they'll kick it off to begin the second half. And he'll lead the kickoff right there to start from the 25. And the Miami offense is back on the field. Trying to build in a positive first half for this offense to see if they can stretch the lead. There's some urgency on the part of the defense to stop the bleeding here.
Well, the defensive line does their job eating up those double teams, freeing up the backers to make the play.
2nd down play coming up. And he drops back in the gun. Makes a quick catch. They get him down pretty quickly, but it's a solid gain on that short throw. And the Canes come to the line looking to crank up the tempo. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. Crossing the 40. They stop him out at the 42. That's a solid gain getting closer to midfield.
The defense has got to do a much better job here of adjusting to the pre-snap motion. They just kind of stayed in place, and it gave the receiver plenty of room there to make a nice play.
The Hurricanes will line up on 1st and 10. They're going to run it. Back gets the carry. And he's brought down out at the 46.
Nice solid run here by this back. Did a nice job of just kind of finding that lane, pick up some positive yards there on 1st and 10.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside handoff. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. And they don't block the defensive end and show some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
Grab down the middle. It's Carr. Tackle made at the 41. That's 1st down yardage.
Well, this offensive line, you got to tip your cap. They've done everything you would ask of them in taking care of this quarterback. They do it again here on 3rd down, working with that lead. You know the pressure's coming, and they deliver.
The Canes pick up 1st down yardage to keep the drive going. He hands it to the back. Gets some space around the 30. Powerful running into the secondary. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks more than enough for a 1st down. They trust the left side of that offensive line and come up with a huge play on the ground.
Yeah, your favorite, Chris, there. The old pin and pull there to the left side. Great blocking on the left side, able to create a great push. Nice crease, and the back found that with the vision and picks up some big yards.
Get a lane. Can he get in? Tackle just short of the goal line at the 1. What a run.
Well, here's the first play to start this second half, and it's really more the same of what we saw in the first half. Really no need to make drastic changes. What you were doing in that first half gave you the lead. Just keep working on it.
So 2 big plays in a row. The defense is reeling here. Now it's 1st and goal. And they're trying to punch it in here. They can't punch it in on the ground. The defense holding firm there on first down.
Maybe this stop is an indicator of what's to come for this defense. The offense, frankly, has been able to enforce their will in the first half, but maybe things are starting to change.
All right, second down and goal now for this offense. Here's a run to the left, looking for the touchdown. Touchdown for the U. This offense really clicking.
I think we're starting to kind of see a theme here, Chris, today. That's his second touchdown. The offensive line doing their job, and he's doing an outstanding job of just reading the defense, finding the hole, and being able to pick up big yards and touchdowns.
Handles the tricky footing, and the PAT is good.
LSU, 21.
So no return on this one. Ball just bounces into the end zone for a touchback. And that Bayou Bengals offense is back out on the field. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. Lofting it toward the left sideline. Caught way downfield for a huge gain. Out of bounds, but not before a huge gain. Offense gets a fresh set of downs.
Well, how about that? Another LSU wide receiver makes a big-time catch for the Tigers offense. Oh, just a couple names to throw out. How about OBJ? How about Justin Jefferson and Jamar Chase, who right now arguably two of the top receivers in the NFL? All from LSU. And watching this young man right here, he's hoping he's next in line.
Second down after that previous play. And he'll set up to throw. Looking to scramble now. He called his own number, and the freshman QB keeps this drive moving.
Boy, this guy can do it all. We know what he can do with his arm, but when things aren't there, does a good job of pulling it down, knowing where the first down marker is, picking up the first down.
First down here for this offense. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. Here's a shot toward the end zone. Intercepted in the end zone. He'll be taken down, but after a good return.
Boy, would this quarterback love to have this one back. They're trying to work themselves back into this game here in the second half, and the defense comes up with a big turnover that could be the nail in the coffin.
And the Hurricanes offense retakes the field. This has been a dominant performance so far, up double digits at the break, building on the lead here in the second half. Look at this, an end around to start the drive. Impressive spin move. Oh, and he's in the clear now. It's a foot race. The 30, inside the 20. Touchdown, Hurricanes. And the beatdown continues. Here comes the point after attempt. And the kick is up and good. They tack on a point to their lead. Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. Doesn't bring the kick out. Touchback. They'll start at the 25. Okay, so here comes the LSU offense back on the field. They had some good things going on the last drive, but it ended suddenly with the pick. Let's see what they can do here. Looking to throw it on first down. Gets the ball up as he's hit, but it's incomplete.
Chris, this offensive coordinator is going to have to adjust. We've seen hits and sacks and pressure on this quarterback all game long. They've got to find a solution to create more time for the quarterback to be able to throw the football, or maybe completely overhaul and change what.
Another interception. Wow, that's his fourth tonight.
And the Hurricanes take over first and 10.
Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. Off the play fake, looking to throw. He slings this one deep down the left side. Goes a fastball, but it's intercepted. That's a pick and a long return before finally being taken down.
Boy, this defense did exactly what they needed to do. Come up with a turnover here in the second half to get themselves back in the game. They get the interception. Now, can their offense come up with a way to cut into this lead?
And here comes that LSU offense back onto the field. The last possession ended in an interception. Let's see if they continue to trust this quarterback in the passing game. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? From the shotgun, drops back looking for an open man. And it's incomplete, just out of the reach of the receiver.
Well, they don't make the completion here. The timing seemed to be off between a quarterback and the receiver. But, man, this defensive coordinator, he may want to consider getting more pressure on this quarterback by changing some things up. He's got a lot of time back there to throw the ball, and eventually that's going to cost you.
Incomplete, so it's second down and 10. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. That's reeled in. It's Thomas. They bring him down. That's a very solid game, but still well short of the first down.
Love the timing here between the quarterback and his receiver. Pick up some positive yards, and I continue to be impressed with just the chemistry between these two.
Press coverage now from the secondary. On third down, he drops to throw. And that's interception number 5. When will this QB get the hook? Can he take it all the way? Brings the interception all the way back. Touchdown, Miami. Well, they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. The extra point is good, and they stretch the lead a little bit more. Getting set to kick the ball off now.
Miami 56, LSU 21.
They'll return it from inside the 5. And the coverage team able to bring him down.
Down at the 15, and the LSU offense will take over. First and 10.
And that Bayou Bengals offense is back out on the field. They have got to bounce back on this possession after throwing a pick 6 last time out here. Play action here on first down. Pressure is coming. And he pulls it in for a big gain. Tackle made after a solid gain. They'll spot the ball for 31.
Boy, they do a great job here on play action. The linebackers were completely fooled. 2 or 3 steps up into the line of scrimmage, opened up a nice lane behind the backers between the safeties for the quarterback to make the read and a good throw downfield.
Quick throw to the left side. It is complete. What a grab by the receiver right near the sideline.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
Here comes a first down pass attempt. The pass rush closing in. And that's incomplete. Even on a first down pass attempt, he felt heavy pressure.
And you got to love this if you're defensive coordinator. It's all about affecting the quarterback and getting pressure on him. This time they got to him and forced that incompletion.
Looking to make a play deep downfield. Tried to go very deep there. Good effort. Now it's third down.
He's looking for that deep completion. I love the chunk play. I love the idea of being aggressive. They just come up empty.
Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. Drops back, needing a third down completion here. Makes the catch downfield. They finally get him, but it's across midfield. Big gain to the 33. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down.
And first down. for the offense. That's the end of the third quarter. With the score, Miami 56, LSU 21.
A new set of downs after that completion. First down, looking to throw the football. And they hit him just as he releases the ball. It's incomplete. Offense getting set up. Here's second down. Back to throw again. He's moving out of the pocket now. Looks like he's going to run it. He'll be wrapped up on the scramble there, settling for a short gain. They come to the line, a long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. Nowhere to go here, and the ball is knocked loose. Defense recovers the fumble. Big takeaway.
How about this defense flying in there trying to get their hat on the ball? They do, and they're able to pounce on it for a big turnover.
Here comes the Miami offense back out onto the field. See if this quarterback can bounce back. The last possession, a pick on the very first play. Looking to throw it deep. He's picked for a third time tonight. Going the other way, can they catch him? And he's wrapped up after a solid return.
What a play by the defense. Really, the only way they can get back into this game is to create a turnover. They get an interception, and they're in business.
Quarterback operating an empty set. First down, looking to throw the ball. Hit as he released it. And it's incomplete. Even on a first down throw, he was under some heavy pressure. Offense facing a 2nd and 10. They snap it. Quarterback looking to throw the ball. Makes a quick grab. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be?
You talk about a dream football game at the college level. This guy's now over 400 yards passing today.
Able to get the pass away, but took a hit that time. Incompletion makes it 2nd down. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. And he lobs it deep down the middle. The pass is dropped. Incomplete. Would have had a huge gain. Took his eye off the ball.
This is smart defense. When you're trying to protect the lead late in the game, you know they're going to take some shots. Get those safeties and those defensive backs back far, anticipating a deep throw, and knock the ball away.
And he'll drop back here on third down. Makes the throw across the middle of the field. He's got it for a big gain. Tackle is finally made, but it's down at the 28-yard line. This LSU offense is moving quickly down the field. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Looking for his big tight end. Here's another interception. We're losing track. Follows the pick with a nice return before finally being brought down.
And the Hurricanes take over 1st and 10.
Miami offense is back on the field. Remember, the last possession ended quickly. An interception on the first play. Let's see if they can do better here. And looking for a big play here. Pass falls incomplete on the deep shot, but there is a penalty marker down. Let's check it out. Will that holding penalty be a drive killer? This line getting set up. It's a first down play. Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense.
42 Spider.
Looking for some space. It's Fletcher. That's a nice tackle there by the senior. The Hurricanes hustle to the line to run the hurry up. Second down, we're going to throw it. And he's looking to make a big play downfield. Trying to go very deep there. Good effort. But now it's third down.
Love this aggressive mindset from the quarterback and offensive coordinator. Found the matchup that you wanted. Take a shot downfield. You don't hit it, but you made the defense be aware of it.
So a tricky situation here. Third and very long inside your own 20. How much of a risk do you take? You know this defense could be very aggressive at this moment. He shreds the tackle. And he will be stuffed for no gain. Now the timeout is called by the defense. They've got some things to work out here. The Canes will bring their punt team onto the field.
Number 94 on to punt it away.
Gets the kick away from his own end zone. Returner decides to fair catch this. Okay, so here comes the LSU offense back on the field. They had it going on the last drive, but it ended abruptly with the interception. Let's see what they can do here. And looking to throw now on first down. He fires it. Physical defending. That one falls incomplete. Brings up second down.
But these guys just continue to struggle throwing the football. You know, whether it's been running the wrong route, the quarterback not being accurate, the offensive line not doing their job. It's been a collective effort, and it's a big reason why they're trailing now in this game.
After the incompletion on first down, looking to throw it again. Pass incomplete under heavy pressure. Just got it away.
Because you see what happens when you try to squeeze it into double coverage. An incompletion is probably the best result he could have hoped for. Because an interception is the most likely outcome when you're throwing the ball into the crowd.
So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. Third and long. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. And he lofts it deep over the middle. And this is dropped. Would have been a huge gain that he could not collect it. Down late, they'll keep the offense on the field trying to chip away at this lead. Trying for a fourth down completion. And now another deep ball here. Makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, LSU.
Touchdown.
Love this never say die attitude from this quarterback. He's still slinging it out there. This game's out of reach, but this guy's still putting the ball in the air, and this one's a touchdown.
Now a two-point conversion attempt coming up. Pass is going to be incomplete. He was really lucky to avoid the pick there.
That keeps the score. Miami, 56.
I believe they're going to line up here and go for the onside kick.
Number 32, set to kick it away.
And the receiving team makes the recovery. The hands team does its job perfectly. Offense retakes the field. They were up double digits at halftime, and they're just continuing to roll, building on the lead here in the second half.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound, and it's really solid defense on that play.
Now it's second down here.
Jackrabbit.
Fakes the handoff, looking to throw. Falls incomplete, broken up by the defender nicely that time.
Some players just have a real knack for timing their jump, and that defender was able to get a big paw on the ball and bat it away.
They're backed up here, trying to make something happen on 3rd and long. The pre-snap motion from the offense. Takes the snap and takes off on the run. He's got enough for the first down and still going. Out of bounds after another big gain on the ground. This running game has been unstoppable today.
How impressive these guys been up front today. Big 3rd down, know what you need to do, get the first down, continue to hold on to that lead, continue to work clock, and get that much closer to securing a victory.
And the Canes looking to cap the drive here. It's 1st and goal. He's close to the goal line, and the football comes out. Who's got it? And the ball bounces out of the end zone. It's a touchback and a turnover. And here comes that LSU offense back onto the field. The offense with some pre-snap motion. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4.
Well, they keep trying to run the football, and they keep getting dominated at the line of scrimmage. That has been a theme throughout this entire game. We've talked about it earlier in the game. It's not changing at all. They've become one-dimensional, and I think it's allowed this defense to really lock in on that quarterback.
Play action fake, looking to throw. And he lofts it toward the left sideline. And the pass is intercepted. A takeaway for the defense. That's a short return, but the pick wipes out a scoring threat and sets up the offense at the 33.
I just don't think there's anything else you can do as a play caller. You've got to be able to throw the ball downfield. You just got to hope that your quarterback and receivers can execute when the defense knows it's coming. Here, the interception cost them.
And here comes the Miami offense back out onto the field. This group has been rolling up double digits at halftime. They've just built on that lead here in the second half. Quarterback escapes the pocket and takes off. Incomplete. They cannot connect on the deep ball.
Well, the defense does a really good job of getting that initial pressure on the quarterback, but this is what he can do. His athletic ability and his legs gets him away from the pressure. He buys some time, and I love how he keeps his eyes downfield. He's not scrambling to run. He's scrambling to make a big play with his arm, just unable to connect with the receiver downfield, but good effort and a good play.
They get him down, but the junior with an excellent run there.
What a shock, right? I mean, this guy once again gets his hands on the football, and great things seems to happen. He's over 120 yards on the day, and it's really been a combination of his vision and speed along with really dominant offensive line play.
Downfield shot falls incomplete. Couldn't quite connect there.
Chris, they come up with the incompletion, but I like the idea of stretching the defense. It can do so much to help out with your short to intermediate passing game, even affect the running game by making those safeties aware that you're willing to take a shot downfield.
2nd and 10 here. Use the running game to chew on this clock now. And he breaks the tackle on the way to a solid game there.
Just love watching this back run. Gets behind that offensive line, lowers his pads, and gets a nice solid gain.
That gain sets up a 3rd down play. They'll try to run for the first down. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
This running back's had a big night, kind of night you dream about, but the defense finally steps up and gets to him behind the line of scrimmage.
4th down now. Time for perhaps one more play before we hit the 2-minute warning. And that's the 2-minute warning as this offense tries to work the clock, getting closer now to an impressive victory. They went for it and failed on 4th down earlier. Let's see if they fare better here. And the quarterback dropping back. And it's incomplete under heavy pressure. A big 4th down stop.
Chris, I like the call here going for it on 4th down, but the receiver has got to do a better job of knowing exactly where that 1st down marker is and run that route a yard or two beyond the sticks to be able to give yourself a chance to pick up the 1st down. Instead, the defense comes up with a stop and they get the ball back.
Makes the grab. It's Turner. He's brought down, but a solid gain moves the ball across midfield to the 41. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. Defense makes the stop after the completion. Offense in hurry-up mode. Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. Lets it go under heavy pressure, taking a shot. And the pass is dropped. Would have been a big gain, but he couldn't hold on.
Boy, this offense has really struggled today, Chris, when it comes to throwing the football. They have dug themselves a huge hole. They're not going to have any chance of coming back. And I think one thing about this is you wonder where you go from here. You're hoping to make a play or two to give yourself a belief that things can get better, but it's just been a disastrous day for the offense.
Incomplete for a 3rd straight play. So down by multiple possessions here. The offense will try to convert here on 4th down. And a quick timeout call by the offense after the play, trying to preserve as much clock as possible. The offense stays on the field, down multiple possessions. Easy choice.
3-25.
And he's throwing for it on 4th down. Finds his man, has the 1st down. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a 1st down. Hold on a second. The replay official has signaled that he wants to have another look at this play. And that review confirms the ruling on the field was correct, so the play will stand. LSU getting set with a 1st and 10 now. And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. Tried to press the ball deep, but it's incomplete.
How about the defense today? They have played so well. I think the defensive coordinator put together a great plan. His kids clearly understood their scheme because they have been aggressive and attacking all game long.
Looking to pass here on 2nd down. Fires it to the wideout. It's complete. What a grab near the sideline. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks. More than enough for a 1st down. LSU has moved into the red zone. Defensive backs up at the line, showing press. Looking to throw it again. Launching one to the end zone. Looking for a touchdown, but it's incomplete. Coming to the line on 2nd down. This is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long. Here's the snap. Offense looking to throw the ball. That's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact. No flag. Brings up a 3rd down. And they convert here on 3rd down in the red zone. This is a 4-point type of play. Touchdown or field goal. That's a design quarterback keeper. He's not going to get the 1st down. It's 4th down.
Chris, as this clock winds down, it has been a rough day for this offense. Just unable to get anything going. You hope they're able to go back, look at the film, try to learn from the mistakes, and come out the next week looking much better than they did today.
Well, a field goal here does them no good. So the offense stays on the field. They'll go for it. Fourth down, looking to throw for it. Caught near the goal line. He makes it to the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers.
Well, you can tell that this play caller, the offensive coordinator, he's thinking about the future. He wants to see how his quarterback and how this offense wants to compete when this game's out of reach. He's going to be very happy with the result of this play.
Now the all-important extra point. And the PAT is good.
The extra point is good.
Formation would indicate they're going to try the onside kick here. Timeout called by the defense. They'll go to the sideline and try to adjust. That's their first timeout. I believe they're lining up to attempt an onside kick. And the hands team able to recover the football. And the Miami offense is back on the field. Great performance by this home team. There's going to be a serious party around here tonight. And the runner takes off to his right. I tried to use the stiff arm there for the defense. Corrals him quickly. And the defense calling time here with 26 seconds to play.
I know this defense worked very hard at halftime to come up with answers on how to try to slow down this running back after the big first half. And he's already at it again.
Oh, here comes the reverse. Defense stops him, but that's a solid gain.
Just another example of this offense, Chris, doing pretty much whatever they want to do. They've been able to run the football. Offensive lines held their own in pass protection. Quarterbacks had an outstanding day. You add all that up, it's a big reason why they're up by such a wide margin.
And that pass rush has trapped him. It's a sack. And a timeout stops the clock with just 7 seconds remaining in the game.
Timeout, Miami.
They've been stopped in their first 2 fourth-down attempts. Here comes number 3.
Let's go.
And the quarterback tucks it and takes off as a design run. He's past the marker, still on his feet. Well, the coaches kind of expected it to be this kind of game, an offensive show. Who's going to make one more play at the end to get the win, and they did it.
Yeah, you mentioned the coaches. I think we had a feeling that this game had a chance to get into at least the 30s, and we weren't disappointed. These offenses came to play, but you're right. One defense made some plays when they had to, and the other one didn't. Simple as that.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.